Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. Today, believe it or not, is Tuesday.
It's Tuesday?
Yeah, it's Tuesday, March the 15th. National Everything You Think is Wrong Day. There are days I feel like that.
I kind of do too.
Where
sometimes.
I find out about stuff and I'm like, wait, that can't be accurate. And you're like, no, that's true. And I'm like, are you sure? Everything I know is wrong. Well, today's the day to celebrate that. Everything you think is wrong day. National Kansas Day. Hey, happy Kansas Day. National Pears Helene Day. Have we ever had pears Helene?
I have never had pears Helene.
National Shoe the World Day. It's a good idea. And World Social Work Day. So it's not national, but the entire world social work day. And if you do social work for a living, that is really cool. I'm glad you
job.
do that. It is indeed. It's also, is this correct? Yeah, it's a Tuesday. That means we have
Tuesdays with Charlie.
We'll have that coming your way here before you know it. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
At bettercreditcards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. Why pay more interest than you need to? We have cards with amazing points and perks. If you're not a point person and just want the lowest interest rate, you can find those too at bettercreditcards.com. You can also find credit cards designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card. Give yourself a little credit at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such, I've got a whole lot of stuff here. 49% of Americans say their finances could use some spring cleaning. So they asked over 3,000 people, and here are the things. To declutter, 80% said. Avoid allergies, feel healthier, 48%. They want to clean up to feel happier, 42%. To reduce stress, 39%. And increase productivity, 19%. What are some of the challenges? Finding the time was the number one answer. 54% said that. How much will you spend on cleaning and organizing? The number one answer was $11 to $50. 38% said that. So
Okay.
if you like buying some totes.
Buying the totes.
Maybe
and-
getting
yep.
me a little Swiffer
I get
or
that.
something. Next one. Who is responsible for making the biggest mess around your home? Top 5 responses.
Husband.
Myself, 31%. My children, 28%. Spouse or significant other, 20%. My pet, 10%. And extended family or guests, 6%. And then aside from your home, which other areas of your life could use some spring cleaning? The number one answer, finances. 49% said that. Do you use spring cleaning time to hit the reset button on finances? Most people, 64% said no. 36% said yes. I've got all of the details in that very, very nice study in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
It's Bernie Carrick, former New York City Police Commissioner. If you own a gun, you need to check out StopBoxUSA.com, the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home and get instant, reliable access to that gun. It's an awesome weapon retention product, especially if you have little kids at home or frequent visitors. Get access to your gun in under a second. StopBox is the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home.
Use discount code RADIO to save 10% at StopBoxUSA.com.
You need to check out StopBoxUSA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know an 18-year-old in Minnesota is $1,800 richer thanks to an agreement he made with his mother, promising to stay off social media until he was an adult.
Whoa.
Sievert Klefas was 12 when he made the deal with his mom, which she called the 18 for 18 challenge. On Facebook, Lorna Klefas shared a picture of her son along with the phone and the check that he earned with the caption, "He turns 18 tomorrow. He will have $1,800 in his pocket and new accounts on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter." Sievert said it wasn't too hard growing up without social media, and his friends kept him up to date on any info or trends that he might be missing. But once he turns 18, which he did, he immediately created new accounts. Quote, "It's hilarious. I feel like I'm 80. I can't seem to figure out social media. It's pretty embarrassing."
You know what, though? I bet his mental health is better than
Yeah.
most kids his age because
There are
of that.
times that I go, man, I should just delete all this stuff.
Yep.
And then I'm like, I wonder what's for sale on Marketplace. All right. Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. A third Sonic the Hedgehog movie is being developed, while a live-action series centering on the Knuckles character is set for streaming service Paramount Plus. So Sonic came out in 2020, earned $320 million at the box office. The sequel came out, it'll set for release, April 8th. And then we've got this other thing that's already in the works. Other stories here. 7-time Super Bowl champ, recently retired from football. Tom Brady. Have you ever heard of him before?
I've heard of him.
He's going to go from the gridiron to the silver screen. He's set to act in
Really?
a movie called 80 for Brady. And it's a thing they're doing with Paramount. So it's going to be playing himself. And then finally, Charlize Theron and co-star Tom Hardy clashed big time while filming Mad Max Fury Road back in 2015. There's a new book out, Blood, Sweat, and Chrome, the wild and true story of Mad Max Fury Road. And apparently it tells you all about it. That is Big
Okey-dokey.
Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
The Vegas Travel Center is offering 3 days and 2 nights accommodations to Vegas. They'll completely waive the package price. Plus, you get tickets to your choice of activities as well as meals. Jump on this now. Obviously, a deal like this isn't going to last. When they're gone, they're gone. So don't miss out. Just call 605-210-5220 and they'll get you set up for a great getaway. Call now for this special radio offer. 605-210-5220. That's 605-210-5220.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. You may have done some research on your family's genealogy, but these came up a bit interesting. Family Forest. Yeah, researchers at the University of Oxford Big Data Institute have created the largest ever family tree, linking more than 27 million people, both living and long dead, around the world. They say it's a major milestone in the journey toward mapping the entirety of human genetic relationships. They've come up with this genealogy for all of humanity, which allows them to see how every person's genetic sequence relates to every other person. In simpler terms, the comprehensive tree, which is in the form of both a research paper and a video, depicts how people around the world are all interrelated. It's like an all-encompassing 23andMe. The family tree provides info about when and where our human ancestors lived, specifically Africa, and may even help predict who might be more susceptible to diseases.
So almost like everybody came from 2 original
Yeah,
human beings.
almost like that. We could call them, like, I don't know, Adam
Adam and Eve, maybe a...
Hey, Disney's in the news. They announced plans to create numerous residential neighborhoods across the U.S., first of which would break ground in California. Featuring both condominiums and single-family homes, Disney plans to have a mixed-use district open to public with shopping, dining, entertainment, a hotel, and maybe a park. Some neighborhoods would be designated for residents over 55. Disney employees call this cast members. That's what they're called, the cast members there, will manage the properties and curate programming and experiences for residents. While Mickey Mouse won't be found here, residents will find water, recreation, cooking classes, seminars on wellness, philanthropic
What's that?
projects, and there would be a homeowners association fee and also a club membership fee for people who don't live there but want to do things. So that's really kind of fascinating, but a little bit weird as well, because you don't think of that really. All right, scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Aloha! Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? GMDVacations.com is a family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Kauai, Hawaii. Your family will absolutely love the area, and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can have your own area at a vacation rental from GMDVacations.com? Visit Hawaii with us and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. On Facebook and Instagram, online at GMDVacations.com.
Time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
Charlie, how you doing?
Downtown Storm Lake, Iowa.
Yeah. Well, we're excited to chat with you on location. We're still trying to convince you to move here. What's your answer?
No. And I put a
the
lot
same
of thought
answer.
into that, too.
He did put a lot of thought into it, so I appreciate
I
that. Well, what kind of good stuff do you have for us today, Charlie?
Hey, you know what Post-it notes are?
Yeah. You know those.
Them little yellow sticky things?
Yeah, different colors too, but yellow I think was the original.
They were created by accident.
Yeah, at 3M Corporation. I remember reading about this.
The guy was trying to make a glue, but it was too weak.
Yeah. So you could...
Smeared it on these little sheets of paper, and you stick them to the phones and stuff.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
He did it by accident, and now he's a hero.
I hope he got a raise,
Yeah, that's a good
because
idea.
he made them a fortune.
He did. He made them some dough.
Well, I'm sure he got a little compensation.
I would hope so.
Hey, then go to your local grocery store and look at the cereal aisle.
Okay.
The eyes on the mascot, they're looking down at the child, their target market, the ones they want to identify with. So you go in there and you look at all the cereals, and the mascots are looking down on the kids.
That's kind of cool.
But how do they know their cereal's not going to be on the bottom shelf?
Well, if it's on the bottom shelf, they're just looking at their feet. That's all. Come on, Heidi.
Look at the feet on that kid. Buy me some cereal. Get out of here, you little mother. Hey, then, Trader Joe's, you know who they are?
Yeah, it's a store, yep.
They are literally Cheerios. The company buys them as seconds. So they buy seconds of Cheerios.
What? Is Trader Joe's a cereal?
No, they buy the seconds of Cheerios.
Oh, and then what do they do with them?
Well, they sell them to you for cheap.
Okay.
Maybe they're not a perfect Cheerio, and they put them in a box and sell them to Trader Joe's.
So they buy
sell
the
them to you,
the
'cause you don't know any
Cheerio
better.
rejects.
So the not-so-good Cheerios get sold to Trader Joe's, and then they sell, like, misfit Cheerios?
They didn't quite make the cut, yeah.
Okay.
So what do they call them? Do they have a name for them?
Cheerios.
They call them not-so Cheerios? All right.
Depressed
No,
O's.
Well.
I don't write this stuff.
Yeah. And you barely read it.
I can barely read it, that's right. Somebody's going to pay for that one, I'm telling you right now.
No, I like it. I'm going to Google it and see what the heck you mean, but that's good stuff.
I want a full report next week.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, let's switch to Mountain Dew.
Okay.
That was made after hours, so the workers and owners had something that mixed well with moonshine.
Oh, yeah.
So when they were done for the day, they all had a little toddy there at night.
Nice.
Nothing
That's
wrong
pretty
with that.
cool.
No.
Except that it tastes terrible.
If that's not your thing, it's not your thing.
It's not my thing, no. Hey, then let's go to the Listerine Company. You know
Okay.
who they are.
I've heard of them, yeah.
They created the term halitosis to market mouthwash.
So that wasn't even a
Invented
thing
as
before?
It was invented as a surgical antiseptic and was used to treat gonorrhea.
Wow.
Okay.
Huh. Hey, I did some research here, Charlie, on the Trader Joe thing.
Yeah?
He's
Already?
well, I just Googled it while you were talking. I had a moment. So it says they have a thing called Trader Joe's O's.
Joe's O's.
Yeah. And it's just the reject Cheerios. So that's
Ain't that what I told you?
that's exactly, but you didn't say it very clearly. We didn't understand it at all.
So once again, while I was trying to tell you some important stuff, he was jacking around on the computer checking something else out.
He does it to everybody.
I apparently missed a little something there. Hey, you ready for a question for me, Charlie?
Okay.
All right, pay attention. I don't want you messing on the computer while I'm asking you this. All right.
I won't.
First of all, did you ever watch the TV show Friends?
Yep.
So on the show Friends, Joey quite often would borrow money from Chandler, and somebody went through all of the episodes and added up how much money he owed him by the end of the series. How much did Joey owe Chandler from all the money he borrowed?
$1,520.
Oh, way more than that. Heidi, you got a number for us here?
I'm going to say 10 grand.
$114,260.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
he was a good friend, man.
Jeez.
I wonder if you ever
Mackerel.
got any of that. Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for taking the time to chat.
We'll do her again next Tuesday.
That
Bye,
sounds like
Daddy.
a great idea.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
At bettercreditcards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. Why pay more interest than you need to? We have cards with amazing points and perks. If you're not a point person and just want the lowest interest rate, you can find those too at bettercreditcards.com. You can also find credit cards designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card. Give yourself a little credit at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Bubblegum is pink because that was the only food dye available at the factory that day when it was first made.
Oh, really?
Isn't that weird? So they were
Yeah,
like,
now you...
do you have any food
Well, they
dye?
have gum balls
Oh,
now
yeah.
that
and
are
they've
all
got-
sorts of different
and, like,
colors, but...
Wrigley's is white, and there's other gums that are different colors.
Yeah.
But yeah, bubblegum
Bubblegum.
was pink because that's what they had.
Well,
Fun fact
fascinating.
for you,
What's
Heidi.
that, John?
Amazon's largest warehouse is the size of 17 football fields.
Holy
that is
cow.
big. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
HUH, ? Huh? Is understood in all languages.
Oh.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Research has shown that dogs actually like the silly, high-pitched voice their owner uses to talk to them. So if you're like, oh, you're so cute, Heidi does it all the time.
I do.
Our dog likes that,
Yeah,
according
I know
to
she
research.
does. I know.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi. Godzilla is an official citizen of Japan.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
Several fun facts that now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
It's Bernie Carrick, former New York City Police Commissioner. If you own a gun, you need to check out StopBoxUSA.com, the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home and get instant, reliable access to that gun. It's an awesome weapon retention product, especially if you have little kids at home or frequent visitors. Get access to your gun in under a second. StopBox is the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home.
Use discount code RADIO to save 10% at StopBoxUSA.com.
You need to check out StopBoxUSA.com.
Now, the question of the day comes your way, courtesy of RadioTravelGroup.com. This is a new feature that we started, was it a week ago? Not quite even.
Yeah, I suppose right around
I kind
there.
of like it. It's been fun. And I do post this question every day on social media as well. And it's been fun to see some of the guesses there. Now, if you guess there and you're like, okay, I need to know the answer, I don't put the answer on social media, but I put it in the show notes. And I do have a link to that. So if you see it on social media and you want to guess, you just click and you can see if you're right. Or if you listen to the show, like you are right now, we'll give you the answer as well. But first, I'll give you the question. The majority of men say they hate shopping for this the most. What is it? Heidi, do you have an answer for me?
Feminine hygiene products.
No, that probably wasn't on the list. I'm sure it would have been higher. The majority of men say they hate shopping for this the most. What is it? The answer is furniture.
Oh.
Yeah, I can relate because I'm like, I like this one. Heidi's like, I like that one. Well, which one are we going to get? Well, the one I like, of course. Of course, we'll go with that one.
I love shopping for furniture.
She really does. That is the question of the day. Comes your way, courtesy of RadioTravelGroup.com.
The Vegas Travel Center is offering 3 days and 2 nights accommodations to Vegas. They'll completely waive the package price. Plus, you get tickets to your choice of activities as well as meals. Jump on this now. Obviously, a deal like this isn't going to last. When they're gone, they're gone. So don't miss out. Just call 605-210-5220 and they'll get you set up for a great getaway. Call now for this special radio offer. 605-210-5220. That's 605-210-5220.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. I was trying to figure out if I even share this story because it's kind of a naughty story, but it's also, boy, it's definitely weird
naughty
news.
story.
An Ohio teacher has been suspended after her alleged tape was airdropped to 200 of her students.
Oh.
Yeah, an X-rated tape that she and, her boyfriend made.
Okay.
The raunchy footage, reportedly involving the unidentified teacher and her boyfriend, was stored on her cell phone, but it was sent out to the students at the Gin Academy in Cleveland February the 7th. A police report was subsequently filed by the school's principal. Teacher admitted that she had this video stored on her personal cell phone, but said she did not do that. A cybersecurity expert told a local news outlet that it is possible the educator's phone was hacked. It's also possible maybe a student did that, but somehow they did that. And she's been suspended. So yikes. Don't do that. It's a bad idea.
Well, if they could prove that she had been hacked, of course, I suppose it'll be hard to get any control of the classroom back
it's gonna
after
be not good.
Something like that.
Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. This is some of the worst pains humans can experience. This is according to the UK's National Health Service. They ranked pain so disturbing that they can't prevent you from performing daily tasks. So these are all things that are, not good. So like a frozen shoulder is one. Shingles is another. Cluster headache, like a migraine headache. Broken bones, complex regional pain syndrome, CPRS. Also heart attack. Slipped disc, sickle cell disease, which is a blood condition, arthritis, kidney stones, appendicitis, gout, stomach ulcer, acute pancreatitis, and fibromyalgia, and then pain after a surgery. So again, this is a list of some of the worst pains you can experience, things that according to the UK National Health Services rank as pain so disabling it can prevent you from performing your daily tasks.
I've never, fortunately, knock on wood, never had a kidney stone, but I have heard that
I've heard that too. That is on the list. Did I say that one? It's
you
on
did,
the list.
yep.
All right. I have had migraines, and I'm not a fan of that. I don't think the rest of that, if I have, I don't remember it. But it sounds like I would remember it. All right. That is the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Aloha! Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? GMDvacations.com is a family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Kauai, Hawaii. Your family will absolutely love the area, and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can have your own area at a vacation rental from GMDvacations.com? Visit Hawaii with us and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. On Facebook and Instagram, online at GMDvacations.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. I smile every day at this time because these always make me smile. This is from Francois and Inspector Clouseau from The Pink Panther Strikes Again.
Love him.
Francois says, "Do you know what kind of bomb it was?" Clouseau says, "The exploding kind." Best answer ever. Here's one of my favorite quotes.
Love Inspector Clouseau.
One of my favorite quotes from that series.
Does your dog bite?
Yes. A guy says, "Does your dog bite?" And he says, "No." And then the dog snarls.
Then he reaches down, touches the dog.
And he bites at him and he's like, "I thought you said your dog does not bite." And he goes, That
is not my dog.
I laugh even thinking about that. That was so clever. All right. Try to make you smile this time every day with our quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of RadioTravelGroup.com. Jennifer Garner. I've always liked Jennifer Garner. She seems like a pretty neat lady, and several of the movies that I've seen her in, I like the character that she plays in those movies, and she just did something that was kind of a neat thing. She was at, here's the headline, Jennifer Garner performs act of kindness at Starbucks. So she purchased a coffee and then paid for everybody who was behind her. I'd like to just pay for all of these folks too. Isn't that cool?
That's nice.
That is really neat. In a video shared on Instagram, she's heard ordering a mint tea and then says, "Hey, can I pay for everybody back here as well?" She said, "I have a question." While she was holding cash in her hand. She says, Can I give you $100 to pay for everybody until that runs out?" And they're like, "What's it for?" She goes, "Just to pay for whoever's behind me. Just tell them to have a good day and pass it on." So she wasn't saying, "Please tell them this is from Jennifer Garner." You know, she was literally doing it because, hey, I just want to do it. And somebody by the name of Dave Quinn is the one that actually posted it online. It says Jennifer Garner buys coffee for unsuspecting Starbucks customers. So it was posted online that she had done that. Again, it's really cool to do things like that. And these are my favorites where it's not like, okay.
Well, and when you have the ability,
yeah.
why not? I mean, if you're standing there, with so much money, you're having a hard time walking in the door. You might as well throw a Hondo at the coffee counter.
I'm just thinking out loud here, but $100 at Starbucks. What's that? The next 3
4
people?
coffees.
I know that I'm just being silly because I know it's not quite that bad, but it is a really, really neat thing that she did that. If you ever get the opportunity to pay it forward, and again, without posting it all over the world and telling everybody, it makes you feel really good right here in the heart area. So
in the heart area,
I encourage you to do that. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.